Okay, in this video we're going to look at the importance of images for visual appeal within your course. So we're going to look at the header image along the top here. We're going to look at finding some icons for a couple of these sections, and we're going to look at finding some photos for some of these sections. So first off, turn editing on. And as you can see at the top here, we have a standard banner of people. And that banner is set at 450 by 50 pixels. Pixels are the dots that make up the screen on your computer. And that's the size that the template makes this image so that it doesn't take up too much space along the top here. If you want to change that, you've got two options. You can click on edit, click on the image, and in the text editor you'll see an icon called insert image. It's basically like a painting icon. So if I click on that, I can see the path to that there banner. The template comes with some default folders which contain images. If I click on that, you'll see here that we have one for header, which is what kind of image we want. And if I click on some of the files that are in here, your faculty might already provide its own header. Um, you'll have options. In this case here, none of these here suit my needs. So I've gone off and I've spoken to a graphic designer, and they've developed a custom banner at 450 by 50 pixels, which you can have commissioned from your faculty. So if I go browse, I'm going to find that banner. There it is there, and upload it. So now I'm going to click on the banner, and you'll see that the path comes up. I'm going to give what's known as alternative text, which means it's a text description of what the image represents. And I'm going to align it to the middle because the banner looks nice that way. And you'll see that the banner's 460 by 60, but that's a good size. So I'll go OK. And there we have it. My designer has put the words Moodle SWSI in the banner, so I don't actually need this text here. If it was just like a visual image, I would leave that text in. If I go save, I think you'll agree that it makes all the difference to have a really nice banner for your course. So what if I want to communicate about a topic or a section visually? Well, again, that's where images are really useful. And if we want to bring in something for getting started, I click on the text editor icon. And this time I'm going to position my cursor where I want the icon to come in, which is at the start here. And I'm going to click on my icon, image icon. And this time here, you'll notice there's a folder called icons that comes with the template. And we have a series of icons which you may choose to review and use appropriately. In this case here, I'm going to use the yellow icons. And I know that I want people to be doing some clicking around whenever they get started. So I'm going to choose the cursor image, and I'll call it getting started. Now, this time here, I'm going to set the alignment to left because I want it to come up on the left-hand side. And for spacing, I'm going to put in 10 pixels and 10 pixels. What that means is that the words will wrap around the icon with a space of 10 pixels beside them. Let me show you what I mean if I go OK. And if I go back to my learning design template, because I've done a lot of pre-preparation beforehand, and I'll just copy some text. Okay, here it is. Into Notepad and into Moodle. So I'll just copy a little short introduction, and you'll see how it wraps around the icon. Okay, and so I would go off and I'd choose the appropriate icon for each one of the sections. Now, finally, let's just say that I wanted to bring in an image that I would find on the internet. I don't like the icons, let's just say. Well, there's places on the internet where you can go to and you can get free um, images that is free to use within your own course. And flickr.bluemountains.net is a good place to go to. And what this does is it provides photographs from uh, people who've licensed them to be reused by others, and that license is called Creative Commons. So I want people to be changing their settings in Moodle, so I'm thinking maybe a spanners icon would be very nice. And if I Google that, you'll see, or if I search on that word spanners, I get a number of different options. That one there looks interesting. So there it is there. So I think I'll use that image. This time what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the URL or the web link to this image by right clicking it and choosing either properties or view image info. And it gives me a direct link here, location, to that image. So I'll just copy, right click and copy. And there are instructions for you to do this here. And I'll go back to my Moodle course. Now I have that link to that image. I'll click on my text editor and I'll put my cursor in the start. I'll insert an image. This time I'm going to put in the image URL, which is another term for web link. There it is there. And I'll go change your settings as a text description of the image. I'll do this text alignment left, horizontal, and vertical spacing of 10 pixels around it. And that image is brought in from the Blue Mountains Flickr CC website. And if I go save, I can then now start adding text. So I think you'll agree that bringing in images is very good from a visual point of view, and a few practicing steps you'll find that it's not that difficult to do as well. Thank you.